All right, now out to Sharon, who's getting the eye of the tiger this morning.
That's a good way to put it. Thank you so much, Alex. Yeah, well, while we're talking about this weather earlier, it is a bit gloomy, but this summer has been cooler than most, and firefighters say that we should be using this time to prepare because fire danger could really heat up later this year. And so this morning we're talking about ways on how we can use plants and greenery to protect our homes from wildfire. So for that, we turn to the Tiger Palafox with Mission Hills Nursery. And Tiger, you've got a couple different examples here for us this morning. Now, I looked at this and I said, ice plant, not so much.
Yeah, this is a senecio. Sometimes people call it chalk stick. It's a wonderful ice plant. It is an ice plant, but it's very easy to maintain, and it's also great for keeping weeds down and hillsides and erosions and stuff like that. So it's an ice plant, but it's not like the normal ice plants that people are used to. And the other benefit to it is, like, unlike some ice plants that get tons of flowers and can attract a lot of bees, which is kind of dangerous for some people or kids. This gets a flower, but it's very short time period of year, and also it's not a flower that attracts a lot of bees or anything else like that. So it's a wonderful little plant. This is senecio, and again, it's for a large area.
Kind of looks pretty too.
Yeah. Then in the middle here, this is a wonderful ground cover for a small area. Maybe you've got some pavers or a pathway. This is Diamondia. Keeps low, high traffic, no problem. Your dog walk on it, no problem at all. This is a wonderful one. It gets a little yellow flower. And then over here to the left, you were mentioning this earlier. This is a wonderful ground cover called Myoporum. And now the great thing about Myoporum is that unlike some of its brothers and sisters plants, this one is very easy to maintain. It's low growing, produces a little pink flower, so it gets you a little bit of color, but you can edge it really easily. It stays low, it doesn't get out of control, and it looks nice year-round. That bright green foliage and nice green stems as well. It never gets real woody or anything else like that.
It's really pretty. Now, I know that with ice plants, the burn factor is real low. How is it with, you know, these other items too?
Well, the key to all ground covers is keeping them healthy. So watering if they require it, or making sure that you're avoiding brush or anything else like that. But Myoporum is a great barrier. You know, we're talking about that 100-foot defensible space. Myoporum is a great barrier if you're trying to avoid the ice plants or anything else like that. And it's not a high water plant, so you can use low flow sprinklers on it. You can use a small irrigation system, and it's really easy to maintain like that. Now, when it comes to transplanting these, there's some little things you have to think about. Now, if you live in Chula Vista or National City on those hillsides, it's a lot of clay and cobble.
Sure.
So using a granular gypsum when you're transplanting these, it's really easy because it breaks down the clay and it allows for drainage and good soil, and it's just really easy to use, unlike some of the powdered gypsums. And then my recommendation is to use a blend of cottonseed meal and blood meal when you're transplanting, because these are going to get the roots growing, and that's what's key when it comes to ground covers, is getting those roots established. That's what's going to hold the hillside. That's what's going to allow them to take up less water later on. They're going to get established, and it brings us to this weather. It's so wonderful to have this weather to do this.
Exactly.
Because you don't want to do the ground covers in the heat of the year. You want to do it when it's kind of cool, maybe a little bit of moisture in the air, and right now is a perfect day for it.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing. All right. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Tiger. As usual, for more information, you can go to our website at san diego6.com and click on Hot Topics. All right. Well, this